What's poppin', Rap Dominance family? It's your boy and I'm back at it again with another video. And this video is gonna be a banger as usual. This one is gonna be called How to Promote Your Music. Point blank period. And that's about to start right about now. I have 5 different tips for you when it comes to promoting your music. Excuse me, I said 5, I mean 4 different tips for you when it comes to promoting your music. And the first one I have is to build a recognizable brand across all of your social media. Okay? This is pretty important because you want people to recognize you. Okay? You don't want to do what you don't watch what these big artists are doing right now, because a lot of them, they're obviously already established, so people already were subscribed to them before they changed their names or whatnot. Okay, someone I could think of is what Drake, right? He has Drake on his YouTube, and then he has Champagne Papi on his Instagram or whatever. Don't do that. Don't copy that. Okay, nobody knows you, man. All right, whether your name is Heineken, Henry, or whatever, it doesn't. You can't do that. Okay, but then you have something different on your social media. On your other social media, it's not gonna work. What you want to do is you want to have everything to be in unison. If your name is Trey Vicious, I'm just putting out some random name out there. If anyone's name is Trey Vicious, please forgive me, okay? I never heard of you. I'm just making up a name. If your name is Trey Vicious, you don't want to have Trey Vicious on YouTube, and then on Instagram you have Viciously Trey, you know, or Vicariously, all right, or Tempur-Pedic or whatever. Okay, you don't want to just have any random names on your other social media, because if people are looking for you, they're not going to be able to find you, because you have to remember, you are a new artist. You are not established in the game. People do not already know you. People are not already signed up to your different social media pages. They're not already following you on social media. So what you have to do is you have to make a name for yourself, and the best way to do that is by branding. People seeing you, keep seeing you, keep popping up, you keep popping up, they keep hearing that name. They go on YouTube, they hear that name. They go on Instagram, they see that name. They go on Facebook, they see that name. They go on Twitter, they see the same name. This is how you build a brand. This is what branding is. Okay, and it's very important. It's important. All right, you want to do that. You want to be consistent, and you want to have a recognizable brand across all social media. All right, that will be the first tip that I have for you. It's very important, and do not take that lightly. All right. Tip number 2 would be to perform the song often. The way people get recognized a lot of times is by performances. If you're performing, especially under a bigger artist, that is the number one. To perform under bigger artists, that is the number one thing you can do. It's good to perform, period, right, with other local artists or whatnot, but the best thing for you to do is to perform under a bigger artist, because when you're performing with other people that are on the same level as you, guess who the audience is most of the time? It's the friends and family of that person, man. That person has not established their name as of yet. That person doesn't really have a fan base like that as of yet. So what you want to do is you want to utilize the fan base of people who have fan bases, man. You want to go under, for example, like a Drake or a J. Cole, or just give you some extreme examples. Not to say you're gonna get to perform under them right away. No, you might start lower than that. You might start a little bit above you, someone who's famous in your local area. All right, start with that person. All right, then then you move your way up the ladder, so to speak, and people will start to recognize you. Say, okay, I like the song that this guy performed. Let's go look him up. Let's go follow his social media. Let's keep in touch. Hit him or her social media. Excuse me. Might be some ladies out there watching as well. All right, so that's how you also expand your audience reach, expand your fan base. It's by performing the song all right, and them recognizing the song, and if they like that song, then guess what? They're gonna be looking for that song. Very simple. Okay, they're gonna be looking for a song that they like. That happens to me. Sometimes I hear a song and I'm like, yo, I have to find that song. You might pull up the what's that app there? There's a certain app that you put up that that finds the song for you. I think it's Shazam, and it finds the song for you, and you know, that's a good way for them to that's a good way to get people to notice your song. All right. Now, tip number 3 will be to consistently be releasing songs. Don't expect for you to promote your first song and expect that song to go viral. This is a mistake that a lot of people make. They put their first song out, they put all this time and effort into releasing and then doing a big promo for this one song, but no one cares because nobody knows you. You haven't been putting out songs before. You don't have a body of work that people know. That's why it's important to have a body of work. The most important thing is to have a good quality body of work. Okay? You want to be known. You want to be out there already, man. They want to. You want to. When they look up on iTunes, they don't just find that song. They find a list of albums, man. Oh, he has 2 albums out already. Oh, she has 3 albums out already. She's featured with this artist and that artist. That's what you want them to see. Okay, because if they come in and they just see one song, they're like, okay, who is this guy? This person is nobody. I can't be a fan with one song. All right. So it's important to have consistency and consistently release songs. Consistently release songs. You want to have a good body of work. Point blank. Period. All right. It's very important because one song is not gonna make you famous. Most likely. That's very, very rare. Okay, people get one-hit wonders, but that's not usually from one song. They've been doing that for years before they got that, or they've been doing that, dropping songs for months, right? And they have like 100 songs or 50 songs or 40 songs in their catalog before that song got recognized. You have to understand that people don't just release one song and it's just this amazing song that all of a sudden they blow up. It doesn't usually happen like that. That's like a 0.5% chance of that happening. Okay, so you want to be consistently releasing music. And tip number 4, and the final tip that I have for you, is get a radio station to play your song, man. And I'm not talking about an international radio station. I'm just talking about a local radio station. Because by getting a local radio station to play your song, there's going to be people that are going to hear the song and that are going to like the song and that are going to go and look for the song. It's the same concept as performing, man. When people hear you perform and they say, oh, I like that song, let me go look up this artist, they end up becoming fans that way. The same thing goes for radio, man. A lot of people are listening to radio, and guess what? They don't have a choice but to listen to radio. Okay, they don't have a choice but to listen to whatever song comes up next because it's not they're not controlling the playlist. Okay, so that's a great thing to do, is to get your songs played on the radio. All right, there's a lot of people who've become locally famous by getting their songs on the radio, and they started off locally famous, and what happened? It snowballed effect. It had a snowball effect, okay, to the point where people, around their country started to know about them, and then people around the world started to know about them. So those are 4 tips that I have for you to promote your music, okay? And I'm confident that these tips will work if you stick to them and do them with every song that you push. Okay, so with that, that's all I have. I want you to hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that like button, and leave a comment. I love to make videos based upon your comments and also answer your questions, man. So with that, I'm out, Rap Dominance family. Till the next time, peace.